Yay.
We start off with Christian saying "Yay!" So this has got to be one of his favorite superhero movies.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, and you said "Yay!" as we started. We're going to watch Thor from 2011. We're making our way through the MCU movies, man. Gotta go through this one. And hold your thoughts until the end, because for all we know, this could be an Iron Man 2. We don't know. It could be some good moments throughout that overall make it better than it was than you thought. Any quick thoughts on you before we start?
I fucking hate this movie.
Okay, now you know beforehand. This is gonna be fun, especially for me. Hey, then plus we got some stuff to talk about if you get bored. When knowing you, once it's time to record once the movie starts, you're like, okay, let's talk about this because I'm bored already.
Alright, fine, maybe. Alright. Alright, just start it.
Thank you all for joining us for Thor 2011. The movie is 1 hour, 54 minutes, and 50 seconds. Which is even sadder after we learned that Iron Man 2 is the shortest one. Because that's saying something. I can think of there are other MCU movies where they could be shorter also. It wouldn't hurt to be shorter. Right?
It certainly would not.
Okay. So, thank you all again. You guys will pause the commentary track when I say to pause. And then you press play once the Paramount logo, and Disney still hasn't bought the rights yet. As soon as the Paramount logo fades to black at the start, then you press play on this track. But until then, press pause now.
Back when they had their own logo.
And you prefer this one?
I like this one. Nice and to the point.
Studios. That's how you know it's from Marvel.
Yeah, exactly. No. Lord of the Light.
I'm trying to get something. Okay. You won't say anything. You want the volume down already?
Yeah, I know, because it's usually loud.
New Mexico. Oh no, New Mexico.
Mexico.
Remember what Trump wants to do?
No, wait, what does he want to do?
He wants to put a wall around New Mexico to protect Colorado.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry we're sorry we went political already. It's just one thing
I can't tell if the screen is dark or it's just that dark in the movie.
Is this Solo?
Yeah. No, it's pretty damn dark.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Natalie Portman's in this.
Yeah.
Oh, her annoying friend. Remember? I think everybody agreed that her friend is.
I honestly don't. She's like the least memorable thing in this movie.
No, that's why she's the least memorable, but she's annoying when she's on screen.
No, that's why she's least memorable. Like I don't even remember if she was annoying or not.
Yeah, my research.
Sorry, the waste.
When the way she said "go." Do you think? Damn, I forgot. Oh, Natalie Portman is a good actress.
You know, every time I see her, I always wonder that myself. Because I'm never sure.
Not a bad CG. Oh, that looks terrible CG.
She's never terrible, but she's never like my favorite part in any movie.
She's just there.
Even in Black Swan, I thought she was only interesting because of what was happening to her rather than her herself. Like I don't think I've ever seen her like besides Black Swan like a very good movie.
Volvox, the one movie where she's a singer.
I never saw that one.
I thought she was really good in that, or at least that.
I haven't seen Leon the Professional when she was like there when she was like 15.
I don't know what that is.
I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen Vox Lux. I don't know what the fuck she else has been in.
I don't know.
I guess the thing
does it matter?
Like I forget that she's in movies because again like she's never my favorite part. She's not the least memorable. She's not the most memorable either.
She's just there.
She's just there. I'm just, hey, she's there. Like, hey, oh yeah, she was in that fucking Jackie O. Kennedy movie,
Huh?
the JFK's wife. She played.
Oh, it's just Jackie, didn't it? Didn't it just say Jackie?
Yeah, but her name's Jackie O.
But the movie's called Jackie.
Yeah, movie's called Jackie. Oh no!
Frustrations.
A very
What are they
on-the-nose
firing?
name.
Is that a weapon? Like, look like it looked like one of those. It looked like a chest that you just hold in front of you, and then it shoots out energy. Like, pew!
Yeah, I think it is.
This feels like a worse Game of Thrones. Because they have ice people too, don't they?
Yeah.
That's how I know them, ice people.
Huh.
Oh yeah, it is a box. I forgot about that.
And then trying to make Anthony Hopkins look young, which is an impossible fucking task.
What is he known for? I don't know.
He's Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, I didn't know. I never saw Hannibal Lecter. Or the movie. Where is he from? What's Hannibal Lecter from? Silence of the Lambs?
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Not even the sequels, Red Dragon or Hannibal.
I'm sorry, what?
Red Dragon or Hannibal.
What about them?
You never saw those?
No, I never. Nothing Hannibal. If anything, let me see something.
It's really dark. I can't.
I wish you could see the cost.
That looks like a model. Like they built it.
Okay.
I've never been. I never not cared for a movie. Like just I never really grown so apathetic so quickly than right now.
What this whole thing's like no.
Yeah.
Oh, plus you hate fantasy.
I do hate fantasy.
And this is taking a lot of fantasy elements.
Yeah.
Even though in reality they're just aliens with powers.
Yeah.
They talk about this. They talk about that in this movie, don't they? How
Yeah.
how you Earthlings believe our technology as magic when really we're just aliens with advanced technology.
Yeah.
Here's color, thankfully.
Doesn't look great.
Oh yeah, still no. Look at that.
Look at that.
That thing on the right looks ugly.
It looks like if somebody made like Treasure Planet real.
Oh yeah, now that you mention that, yeah.
Yeah. Like it's still cartoony, you know, but like that, like
But
realistic.
the color is not there really.
Yeah.
It's like let's put color, but not too colorful. Yeah, even from this scene, like look how dark it is. Why is it so dark?
Yeah, the lighting is. Odd.
Do you think it's because of the Dark Knight series? Because when did the Dark Knight Rises come out?
2012.
Okay, and this is 2011.
Yes.
So it could be that, like, this is also a pretty big deal for the superhero movies, and we're going kind of God, but also we're in space. The first time we're doing this.
Yeah, well, it's more fantastical than.
Yeah, it's supposed to be more fantastical, but at this time they were still very hesitant to express the space and the wackiness of space.
Yeah.
That wasn't really explored or accepted until Guardians of the Galaxy. This, well, it's looking ready to like to smell.
No, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Because then even like Avengers, the first one kind of brought the idea of space in a sense. Like at the end.
Yeah, but we never really saw
Well, we
it.
never saw it. Yeah, it wasn't until Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like, hey, this is how you do space right in Marvel.
And this is how you can have fun with it.
Exactly.
This is where like, okay, we're in space, but we're still gonna be constricted to space. Like, here's just 100% of space.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take about 2%, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
Look, here's more color, but it's still pretty dark.
You know what this feels like? Those cheap, well, not cheap, but those silly like Egyptian movies, like Clash of the Titans.
Oh yeah, I can see what you mean.
What are the other movies?
But I know what you mean. Like
You remember
those era of movies.
You
When
remember
they were coming out.
like not too long ago that period of time where like Egyptian themed movies were like the thing. It reminds me of that, and the look of it has not aged well, I believe. It doesn't look terrible, but it looks so much of its product of its time, but without the charm.
Yeah. Right now is when they still have some of the seriousness. Or they think it's too serious. I'm your mother.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Thor turned into a goose and... No, not Zeus.
What?
Zeus turned into a goose and raped a chick.
No, you just randomly remember that now?
Yeah. And just like, oh, so incest is not an uncommon thing. I like that.
It's so slow. What? Sorry?
I like that. Odin's son, like, just so you know who you belong to.
My only born.
Mm-hmm. That was a weird edit.
I didn't notice. Which edit?
Like, when he says my firstborn, it cuts to the mom, and she's looking to the right. I'm like, oh, they're going to cut to Loki, like, make him feel bad. But no, they just stay on her, and then they go cut back to Thor.
That is weird.
I know the director of this movie. It's Kenneth Branagh.
I know, cause I remember he wasn't there like he joined Screen Junkies for like their honest trailer thing, and then he was talking about how hard it was for him to try and do it to do this movie, only because not a movie like this hasn't been attempted before. This was the first time. It looked like a Green Lantern.
Yeah, it looked like a purple lantern.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it could have been a reference, but yeah, you were talking about that, and I for some reason, ever since that interview, I remembered that.
It's I always thought it was weird they got him. It kind of makes sense because he does a lot of Shakespearean adaptations, and Hamlet, Macbeth, and all that. Yeah. And
this story about brothers and the father and all this stuff.
So I can see conceptually why they chose him, in a sense, like, you know, Shakespearean drama kind of fits well within the Greek drama.
And I think he said that when he was talking to the guys from Screen Junkies.
I just think the trouble comes with that visually. I don't think he had trouble with, because I think back to the Hamlet movies.
He had trouble with, right?
Yeah. So that, like, if you've seen Hamlet, it's like 3 hours, but like visually it's very, very almost like pop. Like it's very colorful and all that. And
this one, it's not.
It's not. So to say, I think it's more in the sense like try to make it seem like make it look like Iron Man, but fantasy. And I don't think the look of it works. We're gonna have one of those at the border one of these days.
But except it's the president. Don't.
Just color that bitch.
Oh, that CG was terrible. You see that on the gate? Oh, wow, that's horrendous. I do love. Look, there's practical stuff there. Look, it's real. I look, and I say point, and I point, as while the audience doesn't know what I'm doing.
I will say I always did like Thor's outfit in this.
When it was still like God-esque?
Yeah. Because I thought it looks cartoony, but I thought it translated well with that.
Okay. Low-key just like...
I want to know...
Also, you're saying right now, Tom Hiddleston just looks like a guy. He looks like a god. He's like, I'm here.
I want to know when Loki became like...
Liked by people?
The fan favorite. Cause
I think it was after this.
Because seeing this movie, like, I never met many people that liked Thor, and no one ever said like, "Oh, Loki was the best part."
A lot of people say that.
I didn't hear. Oh, when I said, no one ever said it.
Is that guy still alive?
Anthony Hopkins?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still alive.
How old is he?
Like in his 70s.
But he looks like he's 90.
Yeah, he's old. Motherfuckers. Even in his 40s, he looked old.
I forgot. There's a lot of angled positions. Oh no, tilt shots.
Yeah,
right?
Dutch angle.
Yeah, they go Dutch angles. How did his cape? Right. Also, Thor and Thor had a cape, while for Man of Steel, there's no cape on him. It's all CG.
Was it really?
Yeah, he never wore a cape. He never wore a cape. It was all CG. When Thor, at the time in where they have horrible CG quality, he still had a cape on. Which odds are much harder to animate in CGI in 2011 than it was whenever Man of Steel came out.
Yeah. It almost looks like they're gonna fall because of the toe. All right, they never come back on these people after I think the second one, right?
Oh, they come back.
Do they?
In the third one, except they all of them die violently on screen.
I did not remember that at all.
Yeah, like they're all trying to defend the city while Hela's there, and she just knifes everybody except for the girl. She's not there.
Yeah.
So wait, where's the guy?
That's probably explain when they died. Like, oh, I guess I. You know what this almost looks
Also,
like?
I think that's Zachary Levi, aka Shazam. Can you check?
You know what this looks like? Like those epic movies when they make fun of like anything popular
With the budget.
with the budget. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, look the performances, the look of it.
Look how dark this is. Look at the lack of color. Like everything's gold. We're not going to show you. That's one thing I'm glad about with Thor Ragnarok. Like, hey, here's color. Here's everything. Here's all the beautiful colors and saturation everywhere. Right?
Yep.
That's one thing I like about Ragnarok. Oh, so people could know all this ahead of time. We don't like Ragnarok for majority of it.
I
think I might say I might hate it. I don't know yet. We'll have to watch it.
I hated it when I first saw it. I just
and Idris Elba. Hold still for a bunch of scenes.
no, it's not
No?
It's not really that way.
Okay.
Yes.
Loki, shut up.
The mask looks like something out of Power Rangers.
What mask?
Or the helmet, I should say.
No, if Power Rangers were in this world,
It reminds me.
it would be more helpful.
You know what it looks like? That gorilla that has all the gold armor from Power Rangers. It has
Gorilla? Oh, you mean Goldar?
I don't know my Power Rangers. So.
No, but yeah, it's not Gorilla, but it's
Yeah.
Goldar, yeah. For a second, I thought you meant Gorilla Grodd from The Flash.
I meant that. It looks like that. Wow, that does not look right.
I don't know. At least they're trying with the effects to make it sound heavy.
Yeah.
I'll give it that. Well, you failed. You even admitted it earlier today. Idris Elba was still like really nobody back then, right?
He was so what?
No, nobody back then as an actor.
Yeah.
Even to this day, he's like, oh, he's that one guy. But unfortunately for a lot of people, it's like, oh, it's the guy from The Office.
I knew him from Luther.
What's Luthor?
It's a British show. He's very good in it.
Wasn't no, but like I'm saying, unfortunately, a lot of people only know him from The Office.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, he hasn't been in that many really good things.
Yeah.
He was fine in as the villain for Star Trek Beyond, like the main bad guy.
I completely forgot he was in that.
Yeah, he's the alien man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like for his part there, like he did it fine. He did good.
Well, then again, no, I don't think any of the Star Trek movies have good villains.
No, I'm saying no him.
Yeah. No, but it reminds me now that you said like, nah, fuck, no, I don't remember any of them.
From the Star Trek movies.
Yeah, like none of them were effective villains.
Second one was Khan, Benedict
But that was a stupid fucking movie.
And the first one was the guy who plays Hulk from 2002 or 2003.
Eric Bana?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
He's the main bad guy.
Oh, hey. And then just because most of the movie I remember is just like they're stranded on the planet.
You remember the fun stuff.
Yeah, and then after that,
forget the villain.
And then like after that, it's just like, oh yeah, there's the rest of the movie.
Yeah, they're like, oh, the whole reason this happened.
Yeah.
but like also so really the only movies that people might recognize them from are the Thor movies and maybe Star Trek, but a lot of people didn't see it. But just those two. But other than that, there hasn't been any movie where he broke out of like, yeah, Idris Elba.
No, he hasn't.
He was in that one movie from the adaptation of Stephen King's book, The Dark Tower. There you go.
Oh yeah.
As the lead protagonist.
Yeah.
And that movie flopped.
Yeah, flopped hard.
The one thing I remember from the trailer is him reloading the gun and then firing.
Wasn't HBO gonna make like a TV adaptation of the?
I don't know.
Thor?
With Stephen King's work at this time, he's being adapted everywhere.
None of it good.
Yeah, you haven't seen the new It movies.
No, but everyone tells me the second one shit.
What, the first one?
Yeah.
The Shining.
Yeah,
adaptation, loosely adaptation, but it was.
Adaptation. Then again,
Then what? You sound like you're gonna say something.
No, that's all good.
Weren't there some other? What other adaptations are there that came out?
Well, the most famous ones are Carrie, The Shining.
That was an adaptation from his book.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that one.
Carrie, The Shining.
So you can't say that anymore.
Cujo.
Don't know what Cujo
I meant
is.
none of them.
Now?
Recently, yeah.
Well, you gotta be specific.
He's
Sub-Zero. But except worse, look at those horrible knife.
That looks straight out of like Mortal Kombat. Like just
no, but worse. Yeah. Cause like in Mortal Kombat, Sub-Zero's ice moves look clean as a whistle. But he has sabers.
I never liked the look of the
movie.
The frost, the ice.
The frost giants.
The design, yeah, like I thought they were.
They're just humans, no? Humans with blue stuff on them and some designs.
That was kind of dull to me.
Yeah, though. Yeah, they're trying to build up tension for something like, oh man, it's serious. Mm-hmm. But we don't care. Bang!
He looks tired.
Which one?
The frost guy.
Damn.
I can't see it.
Yeah, we can't see. What the hell? Okay, I'm increasing brightness. We can kind of see. What the main leader just like merges in with the background.
Yeah.
That was some Sub-Zero move. Sub-Zero does that, and we're like, his normal move is like he hits the ground, or he makes like an ice path on the floor, and where he does a slide, or he freezes the feet of the opponent, and then he goes in for the attack, and then sometimes he even gets out a bunch of ice from the ground to make it like a little platform, just like boom, hit him.
Right. Mm-hmm.
To show the audience how it works.
Yes. I still can't see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be a long movie.
I was like, what's happening? That was weird how it fell off, right? Like the metal.
No, yeah, it was, but I'm laughing at the interaction. Just
it was weird.
The eyes, fuck, that was funny. That's not the one that's hurt.
I'm about to say, Count Dooku, eat your heart out. Okay, because he's not the only really good Lancer in the universe, in the multiverse, right?
Yeah. God, that's huge.
When was this made? The early 2000s, the 90s.
It really does look that way.
Also, so far, it doesn't help that the protagonist isn't that charismatic.
No.
He hasn't done anything charismatic enough. But he is, the thing is, he is good looking, but there's no charisma yet with that person being good looking. Also, how they get this far away? Right? How are they
Yeah,
that fast?
I blinked.
It's like they're You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I blinked. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Some ice thing was an ice, but then
I saw that, but I meant like, you meant like how much distance they ran.
Uh-huh.
Like I blinked. I'm like, what the fuck? They're here now. It's nice to see where Godzilla King of Monsters got their inspiration from.
What?
You know, when they first introduced Ghidorah in the ice, and it kind of looks like this.
What's Ghidorah?
Godzilla King of Monsters.
I never saw the movie.
You never saw it?
No.
Really?
The second one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I never saw it. We're just seeing where they introduced the three-headed dragon.
He came out of ice?
Yeah.
Or did he come out of the ground with volcanoes?
No, he came out of ice. And it kind of reminds you of that. Just that look.
Right through him. Because I hope so. There you go.
Hey, it looks like the Rancor from Star Wars.
Oh, a little bit, yeah. Insert crowd cheers. Woo! Right? Or his friend's dead because they're not there. Well, that was an action scene, apparently. I was about to say, did someone come in through a horse? Like, yes. Wait, that horse have 6 legs?
No need to whisper. I can't tell if they're doing it deliberately with the frost guy, or they're trying to get like a shadow on his, like, above his eyes and under his eyes. You know what I mean? Like trying to highlight his eye.
Yeah, I think so. Power Rangers got better teleportation devices. It's called the watch. But then for them, they have to hold still, put their hands on the. Well, that's terrible. Look, I can't.
Wow.
As the camera moves.
Yeah. It sounds like he's talking with a mouthful of food.
I was say it sounds like how people are right now. You old people, you don't get us. But then again, that's like that happens with a bunch of movies, like generational movies, right? I'll bite you, boy.
This will make a great wrestling storyline. Vince
McMahon. Arr. Shane, how dare you? That's why I love Triple H more. I wonder what those circles things on his chest meant. They said like you're unworthy of the, I think reward you or something.
The realms.
The realms. So are those circles represent all the realms that he earned respect for? Huh. after Endgame, after Endgame, this he just gets a bunch of circles everywhere because he saved the entire universe. Right?
Yeah.
I remember I always liked that effect. Mm-hmm. Oh, so the point of worthiness with the hammer didn't start until that moment. Mm-hmm. Like so back then anybody could have held the hammer.
So Captain America could have held it.
Yeah. No, even Iron Man could have held it back then. No, back then because before then he didn't say anybody who's worthy. He just said right now whoever's worthy will hold the hammer. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So anybody back then could hold the hammer. That's what it means. Mm-hmm. So that means Loki, why didn't you get the hammer before?
Technically, any dude could have gotten it.
Yeah, anybody. Mm-hmm. Like I have the power of lightning. Also, this lighting right here feels a little bit like Transformers 1.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Yeah, you feel it?
Yeah, it's a...
Also, and then, right here, he has beautiful eyes. Chris Hemsworth. You see his eyes, right?
Like blue, right?
Yeah, like very blue. Hammer. I do like she gives more about the science, the science discovery than just some random person that just came out of the sky. Get it was a joke. That's valid. The whole thing, like that's valid. Mm-hmm. You have the right to protect yourself. Yep.
I thought she was gonna go in with him.
It's so quiet.
I like they completely missed that. Like, did you turn off all the gear? Like, you could have heard that. Fuck, I don't care.
Oh, more Dochangos. What's with these Dochangos?
No idea.
Is it me, or does she look good, or is that just the amount of makeup on her face?
Can't tell.
Yeah. He does appear like a psychopath right there.
Yeah.
He punches that woman in the face. Alright, so we can agree so far. Everything in Asgard, we were bored as hell.
Yes. I'm glad we left.
Okay. When usually people have said, let's go to Asgard, it's better, right? Mm-hmm. But so far, the humor has started since he landed on Earth.
Yeah.
None of it is. You know that little mark over there?
But maybe Kenneth Branagh wasn't a good choice because there's not a lot of humor in his movies since they're Shakespearean. Dramas. It could be they're very straight faced. So for him to be like, "Hey, we need you to do comedy for this," in order to like get him.
Did they say that, or did he think? That's what I'm thinking. No, that's what I'm saying. But it could be that maybe he thought, like, you know what, I think I should have more comedy in this, because we can't just be serious this whole time. So
I was gonna say something stupid like to get him over with the audience, like Thor, like that. But like the comedy isn't all.
So far. To be fair, so far the comedy has been awkward comedy.
Yeah.
We still have... Okay, 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. We still have 7-Eleven, you're right. We still have 7-Eleven.
Like Man of Steel. Remember that horrendous, all those product placements in Smallville?
IHOP.
IHOBs and a 7-Eleven, a bunch of us. That's one of the worst things ever.
The IHOB was the weirdest fucking thing.
Okay, I'm getting just Transformers 1.5.
Fuck, you're right. Now that you mentioned like the whole look of
it, this could be like this could actually take place in the same world as Transformers, just a different place. I thought that was a butt.
I thought it was like the a summer of the womb, baby in the womb. I don't think you could just claim a dude, can you?
I don't think she said that. Also, what's the deal right now? Is he just okay? Because he was able to push all those people off. So I was thinking, okay, so he still has a strength, but like, okay, no, apparently not. But just how strong he is regularly, like as a regular human.
Or maybe the doctors are weak.
That's right. No, but there's security there too.
There was just all doctors.
No, there were some security guards
At the end.
Yeah, well, see, look.
Yeah, that dude's totally gonna fucking knock out Thor. Come on, man.
That finish my point, and where maybe the strength that he got was just a human strength that he would have with those muscles that he has on him. The music. Yeah. Is it our dad? Or just me?
Yeah, I heard that too. Like our dad.
That was an awkward what?
Yeah.
Oh, that whoa, what a cut or edit? Like, you know that one of those guys is Kevin Feige?
Yeah. This looks like a scene for another movie.
Mm-hmm. Especially after that cut.
Yeah. Also, I do kind of like this. Just because that would totally happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what this feels like? Like a scene, like in the tone of the kid that would be king.
Oh,
like trying to get the sword out. It feels like it would be.
Oh,
it feels like it would be in that kind of movie.
Stanley. Yeah.
You're having way too much fun for this type of movie. The scene. Oh. And then there's Agent Coleslaw.
Coleslaw.
Yeah, hillbillies.
And we found them, the hillbillies.
The hillbillies.
Look at him. I do remember that he was so happy that he didn't have to be in such huge shape. Mm-hmm. I think during Ragnarok, right? Wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. So I'm glad for him that as time goes on, he didn't have to work out as much. They could just work out as much as he needs to. Mm-hmm. Even now, he's in great shape. But the best thing, like he just looks in great shape, and he doesn't have to be as huge. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I do like him still speaking in Thor. Was that like a screenshot of the whole place? No, because nothing moved.
It looks like a desktop wallpaper.
Yeah, but just on a giant green screen computer, right? Yep. Yeah, nothing happened. Like it was so quiet, camera moving so slowly. Literally, that was just time wasted. Nothing happened.
Yeah, I masturbate with my left hand to Loki.
That's right.
Was it left?
Wait, for Loki?
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, left. Yeah. I'll tell you fair, we know that it was Loki's plan to manipulate Thor to go there in the first place. Mm-hmm. I was about to say Chris.
Is that how you see me? Yeah. Yeah, you totally got a point.
Also, you hearing his voice like a little raspy. Where like, I don't know why he talks like that, but thank you for telling the audience. Mm. So, I think this time Tom Hiddleston was saying like maybe we should give Loki like something a little bit different when he speaks, right?
Yeah, he's still working out the character.
Yeah. No.
I just thought of that.
I just realized we're back in Asgard. Oh no!
I just thought.
What with Loki?
I just thought of that scene of Malcolm in the Middle when Reese is about to throw the spoonful of potato to Lois.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't going to. They're good. They don't. I wasn't going to.
I forgot. Does he eventually do it or no?
No, it's Hal that throws.
Oh okay.
And they all laugh. And then she goes to look at him like, don't do it. I wasn't going to. Good, then don't.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, cool. We're kidnapping babies now.
Well, that's why I call him a thief. He's a fat baby. Whoa, look at his eye.
I keep thinking they're saying Luffy's son.
Luffy ended up somehow from being king of the pirates to being king of an Iceland. And he's a man of rubber, and he's in an Iceland. That's not good for rubber.
I always like that in movies, because when they try to sound angry, so they huff and puff, but they just sound tired. Mm. So, like, you're a son. Is he having a heart attack?
I think so.
That's fantastic.
What, him?
No, he just guts down like he's just like no, like understand, like no, you just.
Hey, so far it's the best acting we've got so far in this movie.
No, it wasn't. That was terrible acting. Like I don't know.
Tom Hiddleston.
Oh yeah,
that's
sure.
Tom Hiddleston, not fucking Odin. I'm saying, like, if anything, from good acting so far, that's the only moment we got with Tom Hiddleston.
I think it's a bit overdone.
No, but in this movie so far. Fine. Whatever. I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah, you be nice. I don't have to be nice. The fuck? It's Marvel. Like we're gonna harm them.
He's thinking of another kind of smashing.
So glad they got quiet for that. That was kind of cute.
Yeah. But everything becomes so quiet when someone speaks.
Yeah.
I need to ride one of your chariots. I'm betting he's gonna say chariots.
Fuck yeah.
Also, how did he think that it was his hammer? Because it looks like we couldn't lift it.
Yeah, they just a satellite.
It could have fallen. It could have been a giant rock that looked weird, and they said we couldn't lift it. It's a rock, right? And they're in the middle of the streets, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both saw a giant beam from the sky hitting the ground.
Oh. It's a fucking nerd. Why don't you go with it then if you're that concerned?
He's gonna die. He's that concerned.
For some reason, I thought he was gonna take a bite out of it. I don't know why. I really wanted that to happen. Suck my dick. Yeah, that works too.
Oh God, Darcy. Move on! So much nothing is happening. Oh yeah. That's the one problem I have so far. The main problem. Nothing happens. It's going so slow. Why they stop there just to show we got your stuff?
Why do they honk?
Neener. This is my life. This guy.
Like he was about to slap her.
Hold up. Radio Shack doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist anymore.
It does in Mexico.
Hey.
Extraordinary.
What's it from?
I have no fucking clue. Your check's in the mail.
Well, he just gave her check right there.
Oh, did he? I don't know.
Yeah, it was like when he said like this should be able to more than make up for it, and then here you go.
And I owe you.
You know what's funny? Right now, it looks so weird. Oh, okay, that's why it looks so weird. Right now, I can honestly say I would rather be watching Transformers 1. Okay, that one is still fun.
Yeah, it is.
People could still hate it and understand why people would hate it, but it's actually more fun.
Yeah. Then again, that one moves in a breakneck pace.
Huh?
That one moves in a faster pace than this.
Yeah, it was, and also when it took slow moments, stuff happened.
Yeah.
Also, didn't the actress who plays Jane, what the fuck's her name?
Natalie Portman.
Didn't she say like she hated being in the Marvel movies or didn't want to come back or something like that?
Yeah, she hated it. That's why she didn't come back after the second Thor movie.
Yeah. So I guess they had the money now for.
Yeah. No, she realized that for Thor they got the best director.
Okay, wait. So she said she's going to come back after Ragnarok.
No, there was no plans, but I guess money doesn't hurt. But I think also because she took Taika Waititi's damn good director, so I figured she would want to work with him.
Oh, this is you.
That's speculation. I don't know what the fuck she.
Okay.
I would say second best because then James Gunn is there. I think he's more better writer than he is a director.
Who?
James Gunn.
Oh. To be fair, you only seen one.
I seen two. Slither.
Oh. Yeah, and you still say like better writer than director?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen Slither?
No.
It's a damn fun movie. Like, visually, it's uninteresting. But the dialogue in the characters is really fun. That's why I say I think he's a better writer than director. James Gunn, Joss Whedon's okay. I think
that's what, a director.
Director.
But then again, you say that, and then you love the Avengers.
I enjoy it. I don't say I love it. Fucking don't twist
Damn
my
you!
words.
So any Marvel movie you just say I don't love any of them. If anything, I just really like them.
What's wrong with that? Why do I have to love it?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. No, how about I'm just getting at some point it does get a little not annoying, but like whenever I hear you say for any movie, no, I didn't love it. I liked it.
Yeah.
You just saying I didn't love it. Because I know there's only 2001, The Shining.
No, The Shining's not on there.
Okay, 2001.
Singing in the Rain.
Singing in the Rain.
Jules and Jim.
Don't know that.
Hard Day's Night.
Uh-huh.
And Monarch.
Monarch. Okay, you're five that you say you love.
Yes.
So, to me, it would be nice to hear you say, besides those five, at least some other movie. Like, you know what? I really love that movie. For me, I would like to hear that, but I understand you can only say that to specific movies. Just for me, I would like to hear more of you to say that.
The closest one would be the first hour of Hereditary.
Okay.
A ghost story before the whole speech happens.
Okay. What about Swiss Army Man? Nothing in Swiss Army Man?
And then I'll say I have to see Swiss Army Man again. Because we saw it like at the dorm, so...
It was just the three. The four of us.
There was five of us, wasn't
No, four. The three of us and then the one other guy.
No, two other guys. Because then there was the black guy and then the other guy behind us. There's five total.
Thor was still in the sea this entire time? It felt like hours have passed.
I thought he'd be like walking in the desert.
Yeah.
The pacing of this movie sucks.
Yo, it's horrible.
I'm not a slut.
It was like Charlie's Angels, remember? Where like we when we were with Bill Murray and like in that little castle where he was captured. Where it felt like he was there for hours and hours, but then when we come back to the Angels, for them apparently 10 minutes passed. Wait, there's this huge time difference. He went to a different island. I mean, he went somewhere else where it was an island away from where they were.
Yeah.
It was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm Thor.
You really want to know who I am? I'm Spider-Man. Dun, dun, when the music swells up and all that.
Wait, she asked him like, can you tell me who you really are? And then he says, you'll soon find out. But he already told her who he was. I am Thor. Of course, she's not gonna believe that. Mm-hmm. But once that happens, she's gonna say, I told you I am Thor. Mm-hmm. And then she'll probably say, okay, I knew that. So I know I've been knowing who you are. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how he is?
You know what it looks like? The bed as well as the shield over it? Those toys that come in a plastic bottle that you put a quarter in and comes out like that. It looks like that.
So here's the story thinking where apparently Odin goes to like a sleep. Like, I think it's called the Odin sleep or something like that. Mm-hmm. And it happens every few years. Mm-hmm. And for this one, he apparently he made it like I'm not doing that yet. I'm not doing it yet. I'm busy. Mm-hmm. So then now because he held it off, like apparently it's stronger. This literally comes out of nowhere. To be fair, it would be nice to set that up. But then again, how do you set that up exactly?
That's true. That looks like Iron Man. Like the look of it now.
Look, the quality of the camera too. Look at that. Whoa, it's weird. You see that too, right?
Yeah. This is Iron Man.
Okay, now, yeah. Did they use different cameras for that thing? It looked very weird.
It did look very different.
Okay, like now it's normal.
Yeah.
Also, this was, to be fair, this is so secretive, like satellite and that thing. why are they that close to see that they're able to see what exactly they're doing? To be fair, right?
Also, I completely forgot there's music in this.
Like nothing.
Because literally, I just heard a ding 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 ding.
Oh, like, that guy.
I was like, oh yeah, there's music in this movie.
Wow, Shield Tech sucks.
Oh, that's what they're doing.
There it is.
There it is.
That was a pitiful sound, or Foley.
Get to know he can't take out doctors, but he can take out Shield.
Agent down, agent down. Oh, it's from the 1999 Godzilla. Like agent down, or something like that. Something down, and pew, the planes fight over the camera. Remember that? I don't know. Like they're going after Godzilla.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, the movie holds still as well as the characters as soon as someone is speaking, like anybody.
Yeah. I think that's his Shakespearean background, or his thespian background.
Like focusing on dialogue being said.
Yeah.
Like, okay, but still, I don't think that it's not done as well or well at all in this movie.
No.
Okay, since you know more about his directing style and like his whole shtick, what do you think so far? Like from stuff you've seen, or if anything, is this pretty much how he is as a director when in terms of dialogue or whatever?
Yeah, but he still uses the Shakespeare dialogue, like.
Oh, here we go.
Word for word, like he doesn't like update it like to modern times.
I just realized.
Yeah. So. In the sense, I think what he does bring to it is a visual flair to the Shakespearean movies. It feels very. He makes them feel big.
Yeah.
Like instead of just being a drama, he makes them like almost an opera, very large and bombastic.
Okay.
But with the dialogue is very focused, like almost like you're watching like in theater, not theater like as in like plays and shit.
Yeah.
Like very that kind of style, but translated well onto film. And here it tries, cause like when Loki was talking to Thor, Odin about like, oh, what am I, just another art? Like that's more or less kind of what you get from his movies.
Okay.
That's like.
But what about that writing? Was that good writing or bad writing when he was talking to Thor? I mean, when he's talking to Odin.
He didn't write it. He just directed it, right?
I don't know. We can check right now.
I'm gonna check. I think he just directed this one.
Because if he's known for that type of director, why wasn't he part of the writing process? It would make sense for him to be part of the writing, no?
Yeah. I think that's I figured you should like some writing credits. So the story was by 2 people, and the screenplay was by 3 guys. So
that's it.
That none of them was Kenneth Branagh. None of them from the director.
Huh.
That's probably why there just feels like there seems like a clash in the writing.
Do you know anything that's been going on with Jeremy Renner recently?
I know. I only know that he has a band because of the commercial.
No, something about like his ex, one of his exes. Like he was very forceful or something like that.
No, I didn't hear anything about that.
But Jeremy Renner news.
I don't really care.
Okay, well there was something happening with him. But did you have any idea that who?
Damn, they really make him. He looks buff in that shot.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Um. Also,
I wonder what they do like on set to like make it like the to make the hammer heavy? To make it's like, but because I'm wondering like if they all they had was like a lightweight prop, so like hey, Hemsworth, like you gotta pretend like it's heavy, so just
or for stuff like that, do they have like this is
like,
a real hammer?
Heavy, yeah, like that. I always wondered things like that.
It's like she's seeing the whole thing from a good spot.
Where the fuck is she?
Hiding off the distance.
And she's like, I heard something. That's some very generic music.
Generic shots too. Look, what's happening.
Does that symbol still appear in the other two movies? Well,
I don't think so. I think it only shows up for when the movie needs it to show up.
Okay.
Move on, please. I understand what you're going for, but come on.
But it's weighty.
He committed the crime.
He committed the crime.
Yeah.
Like he had an
accident.
Yeah.
It's so cartoony. That's a fair statement, right?
That was weird.
This whole thing is weird. Yeah, how? Why weren't they able to beat him? Right?
Yeah. You know who I should have hired? Doctors. They could have held him down.
And they need a security guard.
Yeah, security
for
guard.
hospitals.
That's what you fucked up, Coleslaw. You needed doctors, middle-aged doctors, no less, and like security guards at the hospital.
Also, yeah, I forgot. For years, he's been fighting other enemies from other planets. Like, I forgot he does have training somewhere. Yeah. I forgot that completely. Yeah. Wanna know why? They don't bring it up as much.
I always find it hard. He knows how to have combat because I just figure he just uses his hammer for everything.
Pew!
Yeah, like you really don't need to know hey how to fight with your fist when you got a fucking hammer.
A hammer that gets summoned down electricity.
Exactly.
I tell you, I love you.
It looks like he has no eyebrows. How much time we got left?
Predictions, Denny? What do you want to see?
We're at an hour.
102.
Fuck me. This still feels like we're in the first act.
Yeah. I gotta cry. Also, his beard looks pretty. Like, it looks fake or something weird off about it, no?
I think it's bleached. Because his eyebrows aren't like that in the rest of the movies. I don't think he tried to emphasize the blondness of his hair. Because the later ones, like, he's not as blonde.
Why is Loki dressed like that anyway? No one's gonna see him.
Yeah, now that you bring it up, like, why did he dress up like in human clothes when like he gonna come in as Guardian wears? Like again, like only Thor sees him. I like to think of Tom Hanks like, yeah, fuck that, I'm not wearing that. I'm not wearing that shit. Like
that's fair too.
Yeah, it's like, all right, just come well dressed. Okay, I could do that. Oh, those guys now have cancer from being next to that hammer.
Like, I'll try it. What? They was teleporting out, right?
Oh, I thought they would do like a cut where like the camera's up and you see him looking up,
and they was gonna
like to emphasize like
yeah,
Odin's looking down on him and shit.
Just researching him. He's lying. Just let him keep him. Apologies for hurting you. Just all security guards.
What did he get?
We saw you take that. That looked like a pitiful hit. Like, pew! And then you saw the ball, it's just like moving so slowly. I just realized one thing I'm hopeful for some next. What's that for Thor?
Captain America.
I'm hoping for Captain America. It can't be as fucking slow as this.
It can't.
You say review now. My review now. Iron Man 2 is way much better than Thor.
It had a good first hour.
I was saying, okay, for you, because I was saying, in the first hour, if I say you loved it, you're like, no love for you. For the first hour of Iron Man 2, did you just really like it?
I really did like it. I liked it quite a lot.
Like the whole setup and the conversations, the little actions and this whole thing. When it was still like Tony Stark. Okay, yeah. And then you didn't like the second half when it went basically Marvel, right? Or no, not even Marvel. It just went a different way.
It just I don't know what happened. It just kind of like it just felt meandering. Yeah.
And my main issue I have with it right now is that it's just so slow. I understand the director was going for that because of what you've been saying, but also it makes no sense that why wasn't he part of the writing process? It makes complete sense that he should be at the writing process. Mm-hmm. But there's gotta be a reason why he wasn't. Other than for Thor, he's like, it's nothing. Yeah, slow. So much of the movie just stops whenever someone talks. But unfortunately, like that's good. But unfortunately, it doesn't stop for the right amount of dialogue that for us to care about what's really happening.
Shit's dark to see when the.
Oh, it's horrendously. And Solo, you can still see stuff. And the reason I bring up Solo is because Solo, like the cinematography is so dark in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
But this one it's even darker. And then they tease us. We're like, look at all this beautiful color, this gold, all of this. Here it is, but it's really covered in shadow, so you can't really see it. Do you want to see it? See it in Ragnarok. Wait 2 movies and years to see the world being colorful. Wait, it kind of looks like Freddy Krueger. It sounds like him. Hear him speak, and let's see if we can. I see glory. Oh damn, so close.
Maybe the look of it, I don't hear it.
Okay. You're evil now. I heard it in your voice. And then from there on out, he knows. Okay, you're the bad guy, right? Also, wait, his knife wasn't in the thing, so how was he able to teleport back? Mm-hmm. Continuity error.
I just noticed he no longer does that voice.
What is he now? Just
no, it's Elva. Like,
I mean,
like in Ragnarok, like when I hear him, like.
Well, that's different. To be fair.
But like I just noticed.
We'll have to wait till the Dark World to see if it changes.
Yeah.
I remember having much more fun in the Dark World.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because of the chemistry between Hemsworth and Hiddleston.
Oh, for fuck's sakes!
What?
I just feel like it's gonna be slow.
You're afraid it's just gonna be Thor 1.5 instead of Thor 2?
No, this like right now, like I just.
He hits his head on the back.
I thought it was gonna hit his head there. It was just a box of cereal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, her face looks so clean.
Yeah,
like something off about it. Like that's why I was just quiet, just looking at her. It's like, is there so much makeup on her face? Is it just that she's younger in this? What's the deal?
I don't care about this. Let's talk about Under the Hood.
What are you gonna talk about right now? While there's noise in the back. Do you want it? I'm just saying. Like, I don't mind.
Wait. He said something here that's the only reason I don't hate this movie.
Okay, what do you say?
Was he talks about the world tree and all that.
The world tree?
Yeah, like the 9 realms and all that crap.
Is that this right now?
Yeah.
Okay, why'd you find that interesting?
Because I was able to, when I played God of War, I was like, oh, I know what this is. Like the 9 worlds.
Oh, then explain it to me. I don't know. Explain it to me.
Well, so essentially...
do a better job than Thor. You're not as handsome as he is, but let's hear your explanation.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I just they try to explain the World Trade and how they all these realms connect to one another, and how they use the temple to travel. That's it, really. But
Yeah, don't they have like a circle teleportation too in God of War?
it's not circle. It's
no, but
it's like a dome coliseum kind of thing.
Does it look similar at all, like to
No.
Thor? Okay, but the same idea of teleportation. Okay, here's a go.
Yeah. I see. It's not.
Oh, one and the same thing.
He draws a dick.
He's that childish.
He's serious. Wasn't that fucking funny?
Yeah. Hey, this is what I want to know about you, and you turn it off. Wait, oh, is 9 worlds? Did he say?
9 realms.
Okay, 9 realms. Okay, because I say 9 worlds. I'm like, wait a minute. 9 realms, yes.
Yeah, but essentially because they go through the same mythology as in God of War, the PS4 one, and so when they was like, "Hey, I remember that from Thor," that's the only good thing I'll give.
Yeah, but I thought you were gonna explain it more.
Oh no, that's just
That's it's just like reference.
Yeah. Cause it gets kind of heavy with the mythology sometimes. So I was able to kind of understand it well, thanks to this movie. Surprisingly enough.
The Asian guy just
that.
Like,
Oh god, that was a great. Like, do not want to take my appetite for Evan. God damn. No, he wouldn't.
no, he would, but then he would kill himself while doing it.
No, he'd do it, but he wouldn't let go of it. He'd be like, "Hey, remember that one time I saved you? Hey, remember when I was?"
Heimdall. Please mention him. Look at that black.
Yeah.
And the only real thing was Loki.
I've never seen the movie, but like I've seen shots and footage and all that.
Of what?
Of, it reminds me of Jupiter Ascending, that kind of yellow.
Oh, I never saw it.
But like, do you kind of remember the look of it? Like,
Isn't it kind of like this, or like here's color but covered over shadow?
Yeah.
Like here's blue but dark blue, very very dark blue, right?
Yeah.
I like the aspect. We had sex last night. Imagine.
Out in the cold and open.
He pukes. Bacon.
Has there been anybody that puked in any Marvel movie?
There should be. There should have been.
I want to see that, and we see the puke, like not just like it's off screen. Like we see the puke.
Why didn't that happen in Iron Man 2?
Yeah.
Or with Tom Holland at all?
It's a weird demand. I want to see puke.
I mean, destroy the Earth or what? Oh, so I know this. This whole city, this was built. It's not actually anywhere.
That's why it looks
and then
weird.
they then destroyed the whole thing.
Like something looks off about this whole place.
Yeah, that's why. I say, are these Shield guys? Oh, that's racist right there.
Wouldn't it make more sense if they barged in and not knock?
Mm-hmm. Like the fat guy's like, yes!
Yeah.
It breaks through the... It is a glass door after all. Jane says, who is this woman?
Who's this bitch?
My brother played me for a fool! I thought those were the flashlights for a second. Damn, look, that's how big he is.
Mm-hmm.
I did always like that aspect that Loki is so like devious and so much of a trickster that he knows different paths and all these secrets that no one else does. Mm-hmm. Like that makes him so handy.
Yeah.
Is that something you ever thought about?
No.
Just waiting until the whole thing ended.
Oh no, it's
clouds. No one said that earlier in the day. Remember the other 4 people just showed up also in the middle of the day. No one saw that before.
Oh yeah,
right. There's a Jurassic Park reference. Yeah, look, if that happened before. Oh, reference. Oh, we need fun facts to realize anything.
Oh fuck yeah!
We forgot about that. We needed those. What the hell?
The final choice for Thor came down between brothers Chris Hemsworth and Liam Hemsworth.
Oh wow, they got the better Hemsworth. It had to be a Hemsworth, but we got the good one.
This is funny. When Chris Hemsworth and Chris Hemsworth and Sir Anthony Hopkins saw each other in full armor for the first time, Hopkins said, "God, there's no acting required here, is there?"
Hopkins is Odin, right?
Yeah.
That's great. Goodbye, Son 11.
Oh yeah, Tom Hiddleston went on a diet to get that thin look for Loki.
Fuck you. And I agree. Oh, that's CG fire over there. That's right next to the fat guy. I think I saw some. Oh yeah, T2 does that. Mm-hmm. The Liquid Terminator in T2, it does that. Like there's a scene in where like it's pushed against the wall, and like his whole front body goes. Oh, it was at the end of the movie, like that smelting place. Mm-hmm. His body hit his front face hits the heated wall, and then like a second later, the front part of his body switches to the back. Mm-hmm. Like if anything, that's a nice little reference right there, because not a lot of things do that. The Jurassic Park and now T2 thing with the cup. Why won't you die already?
It sounded like he farted. Oh, here's something you might like.
Might.
Sir Kenneth Branagh has been a fan of Thor since childhood.
Director?
Yeah. When Marvel Studios selected him as the director, they sent him the complete collection of the Marvel Thor comic series as a reference material for the character.
The entire thing? Whoa. So he's always been a Thor fan?
Yeah.
Huh.
Too bad he made probably the worst Thor movie.
But I hope now... I would like to know what he thinks about the movie now. Like, does he still like it? Does he wish... Like, I wish I had another go at it now. Mm-hmm. I wonder. Not supposed to be his moment. Oh, that looks so plastic right there.
It really did.
And his nipples are just showing through the shirt. He's gonna try and kill himself. Like, I hate this being mortal. I wanna be a god. Ugh. Please read something.
I'm looking. None of them are that interesting. Natalie Portman took the role of Jane Foster because she couldn't resist the opportunity of a comic book movie directed by Sir Kenneth Branagh.
And now she wishes she never did them. But now she wants to be in them.
That was weird.
That's weird trick. Like the sound, yeah.
Sir Kenneth Branagh conceptualized this movie as a Norse and comic book twist on William Shakespeare's Henry V, which was about a young king who underwent trials and tribulations, fighting a war, courting a girl from another land, trying to live up to the example set by his father, a beloved king, and a basic character development.
Well, he seems like a good guy. What was it? Look up what movies has he done recently.
The director?
Mm-hmm. I'm interested in seeing some movies directed by him. Done by him, I mean. Shut up, Natalie Portman. Mjolnir, just go back to him already. Please let this movie end.
I don't know why the fuck he is crying. She's crying. She barely met the dude.
Because she's a handsome man that liked him.
Well, recently... Oh, he's going to do the Artemis Fowl movie.
Oh.
He did Murder on the Orient Express.
I like that movie. And okay, I like you, director.
He did the live-action Cinderella.
I like that one, too.
And he did Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit. With Chris Pine...
Wait, what?
Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit. Chris Pine's like a secret agent.
Was it good? I don't know.
I saw it. I thought it was fine.
He's done so. Yeah, apparently I like him doing other things than this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that shiny ass. You didn't see. You're about to see some serious shit. Where's that from again?
Not a clue.
Oh, I remember I hated that. When I saw this the first time. And I hate that even more. I'm betting it was. I'm betting that was her reaction. Like,
oh my god.
I'm betting that was her reaction a second later when it was that continuous take when they shot that of her, right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
This looks awful.
Mm-hmm. Why are you trying to make it so dark? Literally. Right?
Yeah.
It hits her. Like that's why we shot to her. That's right. I'm back. Right? No, it looks ugly. I prefer him in normal clothes. Duck. Son of a call. Wait, what? I don't. She shouldn't be there. Yeah, thank you. Right?
Yeah.
They insult him while he's there. I don't know, but I'm thinking they're calling him pompous windbag or something. Don't worry, Thor. I'm screaming to break out. I'm a Super Saiyan. I want to scream.
Yeah.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
I scream to break through to my next level like a Super Saiyan. I know. Shut up, Thor. Son of Odin. He has to call them by their full name. Or like Spy Kids, remember? In the first one or the first one and second one, they have to say like the full name in order to access the full equipment.
Do they really?
Yeah, like just to make sure, because like the joke being that in the first one, Carmen and Junior are at the secret safe house, and then it says your name, Carmen Cortez, your full name, please, and then she says, I never say my full name because it's too long. Your full name, please. And then she says Carmen yada 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 like 5 other names, and then they enter the room, and that the reason that's the secret password is because the only people that would know her full long name would be Carmen and not someone pretending to be her, something like that.
Yeah.
That was the plan.
That makes sense.
Why? Because they're spies. Yahoo!
Man, this movie's not over yet. And that bums me out.
The mom was a fighter too. As soon as I say that, her pulls out a sword. Isn't that the king? Like the Ice King?
I have no clue.
Oh, I remember what happens. Do you?
I think I do.
I'm Sub-Zero. There you go. Villain gone. Mm-hmm. That was the trick. He's always just manipulating everybody, and I love that. Loki, Thor, Mother, Odin. Oh, look, he looks like oh no, my big brother's here, right?
Yeah.
I felt like he could have dodged that.
Can he not fly?
Who?
Loki.
None of them can fly.
I mean, Thor did with the hammer.
Look, do you remember the joke in Ragnarok? Oh, wait, you don't remember. But Thor. The thing is that the only reason it looks like Thor's flying, but really it's just him throwing the hammer just really hard, and he flies with the hammer, like he's basically gliding. That's the idea.
Not there.
No, but that's how it's supposed to be. You can't stop it. You can't stop your future. I love that line from that trailer from X-Men: Days of Future Past. Is that something you never thought about? You didn't care about, like that line being the trailer? I think you're missing out. It's a good trailer. It's a good line in the trailer. Oh, like in Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yeah, isn't that the question of the day? With Dave DeHaan.
Does that happen?
Huh?
I don't remember the trailer too well.
Yeah, he says that. Like he's talking to Andrew Garfield about like the blood and something in the trailer, and Andrew Garfield tells him something, and he says like, all confident, he's sitting down, like, isn't that the question of the day? I like the set.
No, he generally doesn't know.
Yes. I'm so cold. Is it this cold? It shouldn't be that woman. I like that. This was like this whole exchange when Chris Hemsworth entered this little area. Because plus, look, they're actually in the set somewhere. Like that obviously isn't real, but the surrounding is actually a set. It's actually there.
So it doesn't look good.
Yeah. I know, but I'm saying it's better than it has been so far.
Nah, I disagree.
Wait, you just think it looks as terrible and the dialogue didn't help at all either?
Yeah.
Or is this just your full resentment for this movie?
That too.
But please. Oh, I remember this shot. Ah! Whoa, his landing on the CG bridge. Flick him really hard to see if he's there. Right?
Yep.
Oh, I always like this gag. Just put it on him so he can't move. Wait, I just thought of something.
Right.
Okay, so okay, the hammer is heavy. We know that already. But does that mean that right now Loki has has a huge mass amount of weight on him right now? Does that what it mean, or does it just mean that okay, here's the natural weight of the hammer is on Loki, but it's not crushing him because there's not a bunch of weight on him.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know.
Like, why isn't it crushing his chest?
No, I'm just curious if the hammer naturally has a really heavy weight on it, and where if it did, would that meant that it should have been crushing Loki's chest right there, or does the hammer have its own weight? Like let's say the hammer weighs 5 tons. Okay, like naturally that's how it is. But if someone else gets it, no matter what, they can't lift up those 5 tons. Like I'm just wondering if that's how it works. It's like this. Like also, it's like if we were, let's say if we were worthy, if we were to pick up the hammer, would the hammer feel? Would the hammer feel like it's as light as a feather, or would we still feel some of that 5-ton weight on it? Like, oh man, this is kind of heavy, but I could still move with it.
You're right.
That's what I'm wondering. Not questioning. I'm just curious about that. This does not look good. They both look awkward. And so that was my thought on the hammer. Of course, you don't care about it, right?
No.
We just cut again. This is old Captain America. Imagine he's just like, yep, I want to see for myself how Thor came to this world. Man, he sucked.
God, the piano music's fucking irritating.
It's irritating you even though it's something nice and subtle. Not subtle, but just nice. I wonder what people in Marvel thought about this movie.
This is the first movie in the MCU to be released in 3D.
That's my response.
There are 1,309 visual effects shots in this movie. This is the last Marvel Studios movie after Iron Man, Iron Man 2, and Captain America, the First Avenger, to be distributed through Paramount Pictures.
Disney. Captain America's the last one, right?
Yeah. Disney purchased Marvel.
It makes sense. Like, what will buy Marvel right before their biggest movie ever, so we get all the money, right?
Disney purchased Marvel Studios for $4 billion in 2009, 2 years before this movie's release, and subsequently paid $115 million to Paramount Pictures for distribution rights to the subsequent Marvel Studio releases of The Avengers and Iron Man 3.
Oh, so they Disney actually put money in their in the movies for starting with Marvel's biggest movie.
Before Disney bought it, Paramount was going to be the distributor.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But they were going to put up the money, Paramount. Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. That the first time Disney puts up their money for a Marvel property, they put it up for the biggest movie that they were going to have. Man, imagine if Paramount still own those rights.
Yeah.
I just touched Christian's hair for his one finger. And he's like, "Don't you fucking touch me. You made me sit through this movie again. Don't worry. After this, you'll never have to see this movie again."
I'm not going to.
But what if your wife tells you one day, I just want to see, I want to see Thor. I don't know where.
She could go fuck herself. That's what she could do.
We should say that to her face.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Well, actually, by that point, if
you're married,
wait. By that point, with you having a wife, she'll probably know what you like and don't like.
Yeah, want to watch something? Go fuck yourself. That's what she could do.
Oh wow, hope.
Oh.
The bridge just starts growing.
What's she wearing?
She's nude. Oh my.
Yeah. Hey, are you good at drawing pictures?
Okay, so she wasn't as Darcy, the friend.
Mm-hmm.
At least she wasn't as insufferable as she becomes in the second one.
Is that when she?
Oh God, yeah. I say, "Oh God" as a negative. Damn! Look. Okay, just 3 writers. Can't fight. Why are you doing this to me? Okay. Final thoughts. Even though I'm pretty sure you had your thoughts already before this movie, and then after they haven't changed at all.
This wasn't as painful as the previous times I've watched this.
It's just because we're talking. We tried talking over it.
I think it may help that we talked how bad a lot of the choices were. But I don't ever want to watch this again.
Good thing is you never have to. I have to watch it several more times to edit the sample.
Yeah, you do.
I was like, here's space, here's all this color, but it's shrouded by shadow again. The better Helmsworth. Natalie Portman, you were there.
The better Portman.
She's the only one, right?
I think she is, yeah.
Wait, I forgot. Who's the Skarsgård?
That's the old guy with Natalie Portman and the other girl.
Oh, the old scientist man.
Yeah.
That was Skarsgård?
Yeah, it's Skarsgård, yeah.
So he's the father of the 3 or 4 other Skarsgårds out there, right?
I'm like, oh, cool. They're at the Paramount Mountain.
Anthony Hopkins. Wait, wasn't Anthony Hopkins in The Grinch?
No.
Oh. The dark blue. Oh, Kenneth Branagh. Wait, usually they have 2 end credit scenes, don't they?
That's after Avengers.
Oh. It's always 2? And there was... Wait, sorry. It was only 1 before?
Yep.
Oh, this music sucks. Okay, to you, was this a bad movie or just a boring movie?
Both.
Bad in terms of what?
The editing's weird.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The pacing's awful. The writing is very confusing.
Yeah.
The cinematography's boring. The Dutch angles get annoying. The dialogue is very flat, I think. I don't think there's much chemistry between the actors.
All of them in general?
Yeah, like
or just Hemsworth and Hiddleston?
No, in general. Like I don't think they vibe off of each other until like much later.
In the movies when they spend more time together. Okay.
Here, not so much.
I believe that. Like I said, my favorite part of the second one was their chemistry.
The music is non-existent. And
except for now.
And
then, hear this. The credits, the music for the credit scene is country. For some reason.
I think it's a terrible fucking movie. This is the worst Marvel movie.
Well, there is Black Panther. I guess hell. Captain Marvel, which feels like a Phase 1 movie.
I was about to.
Lucky for us, we don't have to see that movie for a while. Yeah, to me, Captain Marvel is such a blah.
This is such an awful fucking... I think this is easily a contender for the worst.
Hey, we said we were going to list these things.
Right.
But so far, Thor is the worst. I agree with you.
Iron Man 2, I think.
Oh, Iron Man 2 has so many good moments.
No, I'm running. Iron Man 2 is, I think, top. And then it's Iron Man 1. Then it's The Incredible Hulk. And then it's this.
Oh, yeah, Hulk. I forgot about Hulk.
I like Hulk.
Yeah, there's some stuff that I like in The Incredible Hulk, yeah. But it's like 3% or I like. Mm-hmm. This stuff was just us talking. We talked a lot during that one.
Yeah.
This one, we couldn't really think of stuff to talk about. For whatever reason, right?
For whatever reason. Even the facts weren't that interesting. It's just a dull fucking movie.
You know what saved this movie? A Breaking Bad reference. Or someone saying, hey, they mentioned like, oh, we heard about some blue crystal meth that's being sold here. It's blue meth, right? Blue crystal meth?
Yeah.
Okay. Never wanna die! Woo! I'm sorry. Come on, we gotta keep talking. The movie's almost over.
God damn it.
How was school?
What next after is Captain America, and hopefully that one's entertaining. It's not gonna be a masterpiece. It's not gonna be fucking good. The Avengers, hopefully, I still think it's fun. Iron Man 3, I remember disliking it much, not because of the...
Next thing you go through all the Marvel movies, even though for some of them we're not gonna see them for years to come.
Mandalorian,
what?
Oh, sorry, fucking the Mandarin. I think I actually didn't mind the twist, but I think
I love the twist.
But Iron Man 3 I just disliked. I still haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, so that'll be a trip. I didn't like
Captain America 2.
I remember
after Avengers.
I remember liking it and then rewatching it and then realizing it's just the poor man's Jason Bourne.
Or it's a better man, Jason Bourne.
No, it's just really bad.
Maybe you're wrong.
No, it is.
Maybe you're wrong.
It is.
Maybe you're wrong.
It's a second-rate Jason Bourne. After watching the science, like, my goodness.
Yeah, my goodness, which is so much better than Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne. If you're talking about the fourth one, yeah, that one sucked. But the trilogy's pretty damn good. Then after that,
lying voice.
It's Age of Ultron, not just a fucking slog to get through. God, that movie was fucking.
Isn't Ant-Man before Avengers?
Ant-Man come out? I think I seen Ant-Man 1. I think
it's either. Yeah, it's after Ultron because of what happens. Something happens in the middle of that one. Like where it's definitively okay. It's after Ultron.
That is such an unmemorable movie.
Hey, it's fun.
It's fun, but it's unmemorable. Like a can of Pringles. You eating it again?
I like Pringles more than Ant-Man.
Then there's Civil War. I fucking hate Civil War.
Well, high five on that one.
I remember seeing it in theaters and just absolutely loathing being there.
Oh. Yeah, why are you going through all the movies?
You said I'm talking.
Fine, continue.
The fuck else is there? I hated Civil War. Homecoming.
Doctor Strange.
I dislike that one too.
As much as this?
No.
I think for me the ending makes up for it, like the ending battle or whatever. Not battle, but the trickery.
It does. That doesn't do anything for me. I mean, I think it's neat and all that, but it doesn't save the movie at all for me.
Oh, I did like the time travel backwards fight because there was some creative stuff in that. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that at all?
No.
Okay,
you know what?
Oh, this is the first time we see this.
Oh yeah.
Thor will return to the Avengers, and then they'll set the scene. It took a long time to get there. Like, what am I doing here?
I'm glad they put 2. Instead of just 1.
I'm sorry. You're glad you put 2. They started doing 2 scenes, a middle and then the ending.
Yeah.
Okay. Why so?
Because it doesn't feel as long.
Okay. We still might. Isn't it? It's so fake. I wonder if some people were thinking when they saw that scene of like maybe Thor has control over him, or maybe he was always he was a follower of Loki for like for like a while already. That to me that's how it comes off as, doesn't it? Or is it just me?
I think that's just you. I just took it as mind manipulation.
Oh, so you thought by this point he was already controlled by Loki, when in reality in Avengers he wasn't yet.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Who cares?
It comes off weird. Okay. We're sorry you joined us for Thor 2. I know.
Thor.
Oh, sorry, Thor. Just Thor. I would never say that about Thor 2. But I am sorry. I made you sit through Thor. People should be. I would be fine if people never see this movie again.
I'll tell you this. This isn't the worst experience though.
Of what?
Of watching it. I still don't like the movie.
Yeah.
I loathe it, but this was probably the most pleasant viewing, because we just talked about how bad it was and we just talked something else. So at least that's what saves it for me. Oh, and the reason I really dislike Doctor Strange, because they interviewed the director and it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna use like psychedelic music and we're gonna use Pink Floyd, but their early stuff. So I'm like, oh, that's fucking amazing.
Oh, I think you told me about this stuff.
And I was so, because like there's a lot of interesting songs that would fit perfectly, but they use one song, an instrumental song, and they play it on the background, and it's at low level, so you could barely, like, it's when he's driving on the highway.
When he gets in the accident.
Yeah,
that's when they use it.
That's when they use it, and they
that doesn't even make sense to put it in that song.
Yeah, and then they never use another song, and then I fucking hated it. I hated that movie. I have a grudge against it because.
And with the director, because he's coming back for the second one.
So I'm not gonna watch it in theaters. I'll tell you that.
The second one?
Yeah.
And what if you hear like it's really good?
I don't give a fuck. If he's not using early Pink Floyd, I'm not gonna bother watching it. He has to put a Sid Barrett era or fucking
more psychedelics.
Not Nick Mason. What's the other guy? Richard Wright music on there. If he doesn't, then I'm not watching it.
I'll say sure, even though I don't know what those are.
I fucking hated when he said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna use Pink Floyd music." Don't trust the media, or don't trust.
Don't trust people coming.
Don't trust media junkies. Oh hey, we're relatable. Hey, oh yeah, this is a very important piece of cinema. This will revolutionize the world, how culture is. Society.
Who's saying this? Who's saying this?
He did when he said he was gonna use the Pink Floyd song.
He said he was gonna use that song.
Yeah, but I hate it.
You're going all like, oh, fuck that. You would just say fuck that.
So we're done now, and then we're gonna be saying goodbye.
We're saying goodbye, but you want to go on like a little tangent. Tangent. Sure, not rant. Tangent.
You said tyrant.
Did I use that correctly?
No, tyrant's like.
Okay, whatever he said. I already forgot what you said.
Good.
Okay, thank you for joining. Sorry for joining us. Let's see whatever we're watching next. I don't know. We just decided the day of. What do we do now? I don't know. You think of something? Okay, we'll watch this. Yeah, you'll hear us next time. Whatever. Oh, enjoy your night or evening, whatever.